Namaste, I am Dr. Shashikala Rao. Welcome to this session. Today my topic is how to estimate the timing of birth from the Janma kundali. Suppose a Janma kundali is given to you. How to estimate the timing of birth from the Janma kundali? You can assess the detailed timing of birth and panchanga details from the Janma kundali. Here I am considering this example Janma kundali. Let us see how to estimate the approximate age of the native using this Janma kundali. To estimate the approximate age, we have to consider the two major planets. First one is Jupiter and second one is Saturn. Step 1. Identify the Rashi position of Jupiter in the Janma kundali and Rashi position of transit Jupiter. The natal Jupiter is posited in the Vrishchika Rashi in the Janma kundali. The divine planet Jupiter stays 1 year in one Rashi. Jupiter takes 12 years to move all the 12 Rashis of the zodiac. Note the Rashi position of transit Jupiter. The current position of transit Jupiter is in the Meena Rashi. Compare the position of the natal Jupiter and the transit Jupiter. You can see Jupiter moved from Vrishchika Rashi to Meena Rashi. This means Jupiter crossed 5 Rashis. Jupiter stays 1 year in one Rashi. So, the age of the native may be 5 years approximately. Now, transit Jupiter is in the Meena Rashi. Jupiter takes 12 years to move all the 12 Rashis of the zodiac and come again to the Meena Rashi. If Jupiter completes one round, the age of the native may be 5 years plus 12 years, which is equal to 17 years. In the same way, if Jupiter completes 2 rounds, then the age of the native may be 5 years plus 12 years plus 12 years, that is equal to 29 years. Similarly, if Jupiter completes 3 rounds, then the age of the native may be 5 years plus 12 years plus 12 years plus 12 years, which is equal to 41 years. We can assume the age of the native is about minimum age is 5 years or 17 years or 29 years or 41 years or 53 years, or by adding a multiple of 12 to 5 years depending upon the Jupiter's completing number of rounds. Step 2. Identify the Rashi position of Saturn in the Janma kundali and the Rashi position of transit Saturn. Here in this Janma kundali, the natal Saturn is posited in the Kumbha Rashi. The transit position of Saturn is in the Kumbha Rashi. Compare the Rashi position of the natal Saturn and Rashi position of transit Saturn. Both natal Saturn and transit Saturn are in the Kumbha Rashi. The Karma Karaka, Saturn, stays 2.5 years in one Rashi. Hence, Saturn takes 30 years to move all the 12 Rashis of the zodiac. This means Saturn crossed 12 Rashis. So, the age of the native will be 12 years into 2.5 years is equal to 30 years approximately. Now, Saturn is in the Kumbha Rashi. If Saturn moves all the 12 Rashis of the zodiac and comes again to the Kumbha Rashi, it takes 28 years to 30 years approximately, because I am not considering the degrees of natal Saturn and transit Saturn in the Rashi. If Saturn comes to the same Rashi in the first round, then the age of the native may be 28 years to 30 years approximately. If Saturn comes to the same Rashi in the second round, then the age of the native may be 58 years to 60 years approximately. If Saturn comes to the same Rashi in the third round, then the age of the native may be 88 years to 90 years approximately. So, we can find the approximate age by comparing Jupiter's motion and Saturn's motion in the Rashi Chakra. When we compare the age estimations from Jupiter's motion and Saturn's motion in the Rashi Chakra, we cannot say the age of the native is 5 years or 17 years. So, I will reject these two estimations. If we consider the age from Jupiter's motion, we can say age of the native is nearly 29 years. If we consider the age estimation from Saturn's motion, we can say the age of the native is nearly 28 years to 30 years. This age of the native is only near approximation. This age of the native is only near approximation. The current year is 2023. If we consider the age of the native is in between 28 years and 30 years, then we can say the native was born in the year between 1995 and 1997. Further, to get the clarity, identify the Rashi position of the natal Rahu and Ketu in the Janma Kundali and the Rashi position of transit Rahu and Ketu. Rahu and Ketu stay 1.5 years in one Rashi, which means 18 months in one Rashi. Hence, Rahu and Ketu take 18 years to move all the 12 Rashis of the zodiac. In this Janma Kundali, the natal Rahu is posited in the Tula Rashi. The transit position of Rahu is in the Mesha Rashi. Compare the Rashi position of the natal Rahu and Rashi position of transit Rahu. Rahu and Ketu move in an anti-clockwise direction. Rahu and Ketu move in an anti-clockwise direction in the Rashi Chakra. That is, Rahu and Ketu move in retrograde motion always. If you compare Rashi position of the natal Rahu and Rashi position of the transit Rahu, Rahu moved from Tula Rashi to Mesha Rashi in an anti-clockwise direction. This means Rahu crossed 7 Rashis from Tula Rashi. Rahu stay 1.5 years in one Rashi. So, the age of the native may be 7 Rashis into 1.5 years. That is equal to 10.5 years approximately. Now, transit Rahu is in the Mesha Rashi. Rahu takes 18 years to move all the 12 Rashis in the zodiac and come again to the Mesha Rashi. If Rahu completes one round, then the age of the native may be 10.5 years plus 18 years, which is equal to 28.5 years. If Rahu completes 2 rounds, then the age of the native may be 10.5 years plus 18 years plus 18 years, which is equal to 46.5 years. Similarly, if Rahu completes 3 rounds, then the age of the native may be 10.5 years plus 18 years plus 18 years plus 18 years, which is equal to 64.5 years. From the movement of the planets Jupiter, Saturn and Rahu or Ketu, we can consider the native's age approximately 29 years. So, we can say the birth year of the native is equal to the current year is 2023 minus 29 years plus 1 year, that is equal to 1995. Then we can say the native was born in the year 1995. Next is how to calculate the native's birth Ayana. We consider 2 Ayanas, that are Uttarayana and Dakshinayana. According to Vedic panchanga, the time when the sun enters the sign of Capricorn, Uttarayana starts. That is, Makara Sankramana falls on 14th or 15th January of every year, until it remains in Gemini sign is called Uttarayana. And the time when the sun enters the sign of Cancer, Dakshinayana starts. Karkataka Sankramana falls on 14th or 15th July of every year, until it remains in this Sagittarius sign. It is called Dakshinayana. In the natal chart, Sun is in the Mesha Rashi. Can you identify the birth of the native in which Ayana? Sun is in Mesha Rashi. So, definitely we can say native born in Uttarayana. How to calculate a native's birth month? Sun stays in one Rashi for 1 month. Sun moves all the 12 signs of the zodiac. Therefore, we can say Sun takes 12 months or 1 year to move all the 12 signs of the zodiac. This diagram indicates the approximate date of transit of Sun in the 12 Rashis, or Surya Sankranti in the 12 Rashis. We are all familiar with the Makara Sankranti festival, which we celebrate on the 14th or 15th of January of every year. Sun enters the Makara Rashi on the 14th or 15th of January every year and stays till the 14th or 15th of February, and Sun moves to the next Rashi, which is Kumbha Rashi. Sun enters the Kumbha Rashi on the 14th or 15th of February and stays till the 14th or 15th of March. And then Sun moves from Kumbha Rashi to Meena Rashi on 14th or 15th of March and stays till the 14th or 15th of April. Then the Sun moves from Meena Rashi to Mesha Rashi on 14th or 15th of April and stays till the 14th or 15th of May. Then Sun moves from Mesha Rashi to Vrishabha Rashi on 14th or 15th of May and stays till 14th or 15th of June. Then Sun moves from Vrishabha Rashi to Mithuna Rashi on 14th or 15th of June and stays till the 14th or 15th of July. So, Sun moves every sign without retrograde motion. Note the natal position of the Sun in the Janma kundali. Sun is in the Mesha Rashi, so we can say native born between 14th or 15th of April and 14th or 15th of May of 1995. If the longitude of the Sun is given in the Janma kundali, then we can identify the exact day of the birth. Here, the longitude of the Sun is given. So, we make use of this longitude of the Sun. Let us identify the exact day of the birth. Sun is at 27 degree in Mesha Rashi. If you consider the rate of movement of the Sun at 1 degree per day, in the given Janma kundali, Sun already moved 27 degrees in the Mesha Rashi. So, 27 degrees is equal to 27 days. If you consider the date of entry of the Sun to the Mesha Rashi on April 14th, then add this 27 days to it. Then it is equal to May 11th. Add 1 to this. We will get 12th May 1995. Now we can say native born on 12th May 1995. How to identify the native's birth Paksha? We consider two Pakshas, that are Shukla Paksha and Krishna Paksha. Identify the Rashi position of the Sun in the Janma kundali and mark the opposite house from the natal Sun. Here, in this Janma kundali, Sun is in the Mesha Rashi and its opposite Rashi is the Tula Rashi. If the moon is posited in between the natal suns and its opposite Rashi in the Janma kundali, then we can consider the birth of the native in Shukla Paksha. If the moon is posited in between the sun's opposite Rashi and the natal position of the Sun in the Janma kundali, then we can consider the birth of the native in Krishna Paksha. If the moon is posited in between the Sun's Rashi and its opposite Rashi in the Janma kundali, then we can consider the birth of the native in Shukla Paksha. If the moon is posited in between the sun's opposite Rashi and the natal sun's position in the Janma kundali, then we can consider the birth of the native in Krishna Paksha. Here, in this Janma kundali, moon is posited in Kanya Rashi. In this Janma kundali, moon is posited in between the sun's Rashi and its opposite Rashi. That is, moon is posited between Mesha Rashi and Tula Rashi. Therefore, we can say the birth of the native in Shukla Paksha. Now, how to calculate the native's birth Tithi? When the longitude of the moon and sun are not provided in the Janma kundali, we can calculate the approximate native's birth Tithi. Birth Tithi can be calculated from the natal position of the sun and the moon in the Janma kundali. The moon stays 2¼ days in a sign. Moon stays 2¼ days in a sign. Here moon is 6 Rashi away from the natal sun. Therefore, we can say 2¼ days into 6 Rashi is equal to 12½ days. So, birth Tithi may be Dvadashi or Trayodashi in Shukla Paksha. If the longitude of the moon and sun are given in the Janma kundali, then we can calculate the exact birth Tithi using this formula. Here the longitude of the sun is 27 degree 18 minutes and the longitude of the moon is 170 degree 24 minutes. The longitude of the moon is 170 degree 24 minutes. If we apply this formula, we get 11 Tithi is complete and 12 Tithi is running. Note this point. If Tithi ranging from 1 to 15 are considered Shukla Paksha and Tithi ranging from 16 to 30 are considered Krishna Paksha. Therefore, Ekadashi Tithi has been completed and the Dvadashi Tithi, which ranges from 132 degree to 144 degree of Shukla Paksha is running. Therefore, we can say the birth of the native in Dvadashi Tithi of Shukla Paksha. How to calculate the approximate time of birth of a native? Let us know the meaning of Lagna. The point of ecliptic intersecting the eastern horizon is called the Lagna, Janma Lagna. Udaya Lagna is different from Janma Lagna. Udaya Lagna is different from Janma Lagna. The Rashi position of the sun at the time of sunrise is called Udaya Lagna. Udaya Lagna depends upon the sun's position in the Rashi chakra as viewed from the earth. During the solar year, the sun stays in one Rashi for 1 month. Sun moves all the 12 Rashis of the zodiac in a solar year. During the solar year, the sun stays in one Rashi for 1 month. Sun moves all the 12 Rashis of the zodiac in a solar year. Transit of Sun in Makara Rashi from 14th or 15th of January to 14th or 15th of February. So, the Udaya Lagna will be Makara Rashi during this period. The transit of Sun in Kumbha Rashi from 14th or 15th of February to the 14th or 15th of March. So, the Udaya Lagna will be Kumbha Rashi during this period. The transit of Sun in Meena Rashi from 14th or 15th of March to the 14th or 15th of April. So, the Udaya Lagna will be Meena Rashi during this period. The transit of Sun in Mesha Rashi from the 14th or 15th of April to 14th or 15th of May. So, the Udaya Lagna will be Mesha Rashi during this period. So, during the solar year, Sun stays in one Rashi for 1 month. So, Sun moves all the 12 signs of the zodiac in a solar year. So, Udaya Lagna is based on the solar month with reference to the Sun's movement in the Rashi Chakra. Udaya Lagna will be different every month. Udaya Lagna should be determined by observing the Rashi in which the Sun is situated at the time of sunrise. Suppose the Sun is in Vrishabha Rashi at the time of sunrise, then the Udaya Lagna will be Vrishabha Rashi. The point of ecliptic intersecting the eastern horizon at the time of sunrise is Vrishabha Rashi as viewed from the earth. Suppose Sun is in Mithuna Rashi at the time of sunrise, then the Udaya Lagna will be Mithuna Rashi. Earth rotates on its axis from west to east in 24 hours. As the earth rotates on its axis from west to east, all the 12 signs of the zodiac appear to rise one after the other on the eastern horizon of any location. Because of the constant spinning of the earth on its axis, the Rashis will rise in a sequence. The rising of all the 12 signs of the zodiac is completed in 24 hours. We can consider every 2 hours one sign will be rising on the eastern horizon. That is 24 hours is divided by 12 Rashis. So, the span of each Rashi will be 2 hours. Therefore, we can say the Lagna changes every 2 hours. If the duration of each Lagna is considered to be 2 hours, suppose the Sun is posited in the Mesha Rashi, then the Udaya Lagna will be Mesha Rashi. Let us assume the Udaya Lagna starts at 6 a.m. Let us assume the Udaya Lagna starts at 6 a.m. Let us fix the duration of Mesha Rashi from 6 a.m. to 8 a.m. Suppose the birth of the child is between 6 a.m. to 8 a.m. then the Janma Lagna will be Mesha Rashi. So, we can say Udaya Lagna and Janma Lagna fall in the same Rashi. If the birth of the child is in between 8 am to 10 am, then the Janma Lagna will fall in Vrushabha. If the birth of the child is in between morning 10 am to 12 noon, then the Janma Lagna will fall in Mithuna. In the given Janma Kundali, the Udaya Lagna is Mesha Rashi and the Janma Lagna is Mithuna. Therefore, we can say the birth of the native is between 10 am to 12 noon. We all know sun rises on the eastern horizon and after a couple of hours the sun will be higher up. At the noon, the sun will be overhead. Observe the position of the sun from the Janma Lagna. We can consider Udaya Lagna starts at 6 am. Then the sun's position can be seen in the birth chart as per this table. You can observe in the Janma Kundali, sun is posited in the 11th house from the Janma Lagna. Therefore, we can say the birth of the native is in between 10 am to 12 noon. We can say the birth of the native is in between 10 am to 12 noon approximately. Here I have considered the duration of each Lagna as 2 hours. Here I have considered the duration of each Lagna as 2 hours, but the duration of each Lagna varies from place to place depending upon the latitude of the birthplace. The panchanga gives information about the duration of each Lagna for the day. We can calculate the age of the native's birth year, birth Ayana, birth Paksha, birth month and birth time. The correct date of birth and time of birth of the given chart is 12th May 1995. Time of birth is 10:15 am. From Janma Kundali, we can know the approximate time of birth. Thank you for watching this video. Namaste.